Hello everyone, my name is CA Neha Agarwal from BISP Solutions and the topic for today is General Ledger Security. So basically what is the General Ledger Security? As our General Ledger functions and data we use across the applications, so we must secure these General Ledger functions and data through the job roles, data access sets and segment value security rules. So the security can be of two types, the functional security and the data security. So for functional security, we manage this using the job rules, and there are a few predefined job rules like general accounting manager, general accountant, financial analyst, which we assign to a user. So only those users can access our general ledger in the Oracle Fusion financial applications. However, the data security controls the action which can be taken against the data, and they can be managed through data access sets and segment value security rules. So we'll see what are these data access sets and segment value security rules, and then we will go in the instance and see how we manage these general ledger securities. So data access sets secure access to ledgers, ledger sets, and portion of ledgers using the primary balancing segment values. There is a figure which shows what type of data access set contains. So access type, access set type, which means full ledger and the primary balancing segment value. So within the data access set, we can set the access set type. If we are providing access to the full ledger, all the balancing segments which are available in a primary ledger will be available for the use of that user. And the access level which we can provide is read only and read and write. So the user will be able to read it and read and write it. However, in the primary balancing segment value access type, only the balancing segment which is assigned to a data access set and to a user will be available for that user to access. And there also the access level can be read only and read and write. Moving further, what is a segment value security? Segment value security rules can be set at the level of value sets and segment values for the chart of account segment. Segment value security rules restrict the data entry, online inquiry, and reporting. Secure value set. We'll set the security at the level of value set. So the access to all values for that value set will be denied. And secure segment value, when we enable the security on the segment value, then access to those security values across all modules of this application is denied. And if this access is provided to you, then you can view the segment values and you can make the entries at that level also. So how this is made in the system, and when we create the value set code, we enable this checkbox security enabled, and over here we give the name of the data security resource name, and then we edit the security. While editing the data security, we have to specify the security condition, data role, and the security policy. So we'll see how this is enabled in the system. Before assigning the data access set to a user, we must validate that our user must be having the role of the general accountant or the general accounting manager or the financial analyst. So I have created a user. From tools, I have gone to the security console, and from here I have managed a user or created a user. So I'll just tell you the roles which I have assigned to him. However, I have assigned all the 3 roles to that user, but in the real life scenario, any of the one role can be assigned to that user. So the username is test user, and he's having the role of general accountant, general accounting manager, and IT security manager. We should also remember the role code of these roles because we'll require them while creating the security in the value set. So our user is having these roles. So to these roles, we'll assign the data access set. So to give that role to the, assign the roles to the data access set, we'll go to setup and maintenance. From setup and maintenance, we'll go to the task list. From task list, we'll go to the manage implementation project. When our primary ledger is created, the data access set is automatically created by the system. So by default, it gives the full access to the user and all the read and write access also. So if we'll search manage data access set, over here we can see manage data access sets. From here we'll go to the task, and from here we'll select our primary ledger or the data access set, which is Fusion Ledger. While doing the rapid implementation, we have implemented one sheet. So it was having two countries, USA and Canada. So two primary ledger were created. So you can see the access set type is full ledger, chart of accounts assigned is full, Fusion Ledger, and accounting calendar Fusion Ledger. So what we can do is, to this already created data access set can also be assigned, or we can create another data access set and we can give name as Fusion. The balancing segment value which we have assigned in the balancing segment value which we have assigned the chart of accounts was 3211 for one of the companies and 3221. So I am taking 3211 data access set. So if I'll assign this one, the only the balancing segment 3211 will be available for accessing. So here access type is full ledger. We'll give the primary balancing segment value as the access set type, and chart of account will be Fusion Ledger. Accounting calendar will be Fusion Ledger. And from here we can access the set assignment. So ledger or the ledger set will be the any of the ledger we can select, and see the access is given to all values. So we'll just disable this and we'll select the specific value. So we can have the parent value or single value depending upon the hierarchy. So segment value we can give is, so these are the values which are there. So I have given 3211. So 3211 is this one. And the privilege is given as read and write, and they can be only read only. So this way the data access set is created. I'll just click on save and close. What we will do, we'll assign Fusion 3211 data access set and Fusion Ledger CA to one user only, but in real situation, this can be assigned to different users. So as we are having only one user, I'll assign it to that user only. Or we can also assign the data access set to the user from which we have logged in. So I'll go to manage data access set, data access for user. From here, I'll click on create and I'll specify the username. So username was test underscore user. Role which we have given to him was general accountant or general accounting manager. And we have given the security context as data access set. And from here, we'll select the security context value. So we had given the name as Fusion Fusion 3211 data access set. And we'll click on save and close. We can likewise assign other users also the role. Like if I say I'll assign Casey Brown, the user through which we have logged in. Role we can again select from here. The role was General accounting manager. Security contains data access set, and security context value we can give as the full ledger access. We can give it to him. I will assign Fusion Ledger US, and I'll click on save and close. So this way, Casey Brown will have the full access of Fusion Ledger US, and the user, which was test user, which will have the access to one of these balancing segment value, that is 3211. So this way we have seen how the data access set can be managed through the general ledger security. Now we will go to the value set, manage chart of account value set. To enable the security at the level of value set or the balancing segment. From here, we'll select the task, manage chart of account value set. Over here, we'll give the name of the value set code. So here I am having the value set as cost center fusion there is a spelling mistake over here. Cost center fusion. So see, this is our value set code. So what we will do is we'll restrict the user from you and he will be allowed to use only 110 and 111 as the cost center values. So we'll go to the ledger and we'll edit this ledger by clicking the edit icon. From here, we'll enable the security, and over here we'll give the name as cost center 110 and 111. So only these two will be available for the user to access. So from here, we'll click the save icon, and then this edit data security tab will get activated. We'll go to edit data security tab, and over here we'll set the condition. So the condition is that the value set should be 110 or the 111. We'll just give a name as condition condition 110 and 111 fusion. You can give any name, and then you can just copy it as a display name also. And the condition type is filter, as we are applying a filter, and only these two values will be available for this user to use. So I'll click on the add icon, and from here column value as column name I'll select the value, and we can also select the version while clicking on the T operator, but over here I'll just select the operator as equal to and the value as 110. I'll also add another condition. So this way the user will be able to access 110 and 111. We could have given only one value also, depending upon the requirement. So this is the condition which we have created. So we'll save this condition. And now we'll go to the policy icon. From here, we'll click on the create. And here also we'll have to give a value name policy 110 and 111. Any name you can give. Start date can be the date on which we are creating this. So, or any date for the later applicability. So this which module is general module, and we'll give the role now. Over here, while giving the role, one thing which we must remember is we have to give the code of the role. So code is ORA underscore DL underscore general underscore accountant underscore job, and application is FSCM. So here is the role which we'll select, apply and OK. So this way the role is applied. Now the rule. In the rule there is some issue, so the condition doesn't get selected. I'll just search for this. So okay, so the condition is displayed. Okay, so the condition it is taking, and we'll select the multiple values, and we have mentioned multiple values in this condition. I'll just click on save and close, and this way I have applied the data security at this level. Just click on submit. If you want to verify, you can just log in through the user, and while doing the general entries, only the cost center 110 and 111 will be available for this user to enter the general entry, and other cost centers will not be visible to this user. In the same way, the segment value which we had assigned 3211 will be available for the user, test user, to enter the entries. However, the KC Brown user can enter the values at the level of balancing segment values and make the general entries for all those values or all the balancing segments. We have made a small mistake over here while edit data security in this condition 110 and 111 fusion. We'll just edit this. Over here, I have selected the match as all. If we select the match as all, both of the conditions should be satisfied. But we want that any of these two values can be there for editing. So I have to select any, not all. This was the small change which I have to make. So if the value of the cost center is equal to 111, or if the value of the cost center is 110, the user will be able to make the general entries in that cost center. And after doing this, we'll just submit it, and you will see that there is a change in the flex field. So we'll also have to deploy the flex field. So from here, we'll just go to the structure instance. As we have made the changes, we'll have to deploy the flex field. So we'll search the general ledger module. We'll search it. And if you can see, the deployment status is edited. So we'll have to just deploy the flex field. And once this is done, we can click on OK icon. Hope you've understood both the things. Thank you for watching.